The quilt was no longer just a collection of memories. It had become a tool for building the future. The residents of Oak Ridge were learning that their shared space was not a battlefield for competing interests, but a common ground for shared solutions. As the final pieces of the quilt came together, so too did the pieces of their community, creating a masterpiece of unity that no one could have imagined just a few short weeks before. Scene 4, Stitched Together. As Christmas approached, a festive spirit filled the community center, mingling with the scent of pine and the quiet hum of creative energy. The memory quilt was nearing its final form. Nearly 100 fabric squares had been sewn together, creating a stunning, sprawling tapestry that told the rich and varied story of Oak Ridge's past and present. The digital archive had grown alongside it, a living library of over 200 stories, photographs, videos, and documents. For the unveiling ceremony, the community center was transformed. Twinkling lights hung from the rafters, casting a warm glow on the faces of the people gathered below. The long wooden table that had been the center of their work was now covered with a holiday feast to which everyone had contributed, a potluck of cultures and traditions. A large screen displayed a slideshow of images from the digital archive, a visual symphony of their shared journey, and at the center of it all hung the memory quilt, its colors and patterns as diverse and vibrant as the community it represented. Ms. Miracle stood before the gathered residents, her eyes bright with unshed tears of joy. When I came to Oak Ridge, I saw a community divided by invisible lines, she began, her voice filled with emotion. Today, I see those lines stitched together into something stronger and more beautiful than either side could have created alone. She gestured to the quilt, a masterpiece of their collective heart. This is not the end of our project, but the beginning. The website will remain active, and I hope you'll continue to add to it. The quilt will hang here permanently, but we've left space for new squares as more stories emerge. Just then, Elena stepped forward, holding something in her hands. Ms. Miracle, we have one more square to add tonight. She unfolded a piece of fabric that had been signed by dozens of community members, a patchwork of names from both old and new Oak Ridge. This is for you, with our thanks for stitching us together. As Ms. Miracle accepted the gift, her hands trembling slightly, the room erupted in applause, a sound that was no longer just polite, but full of genuine warmth and gratitude. The division between old and new Oak Ridge hadn't disappeared entirely. Such deep changes take more than a few weeks, but a foundation of connection, respect, and shared ownership had been laid. Later that evening, as the celebration wound down, Ms. Miracle stood alone before the quilt, tracing the patterns with her eyes. Each square told a story, but together they told a larger truth about the power of shared narrative to bridge divides.